Well, hello everyone, this is Alan Silva. I'm just here to give you a quick little rundown of how your new website works, how you can edit things, change things, and make things look cool so you're not always depending on tech guys to help you get stuff done. So, I sent you over the email a login code to get into your website. Okay, you'll be able to do it by going to this rossa.usa.org/wp-login info. That'll put you to this screen. It'll look like this. Use the login information I sent you on the email and click OK for logging in. Now, once you're logged in, this is what your site is going to look like. This is a WordPress site. It's very easy to use, very user intuitive. I'll show you how it all works. On the left side are all your little options of things that you can do with the website. But just to give you an idea of how to work with it, let's just go to the site. On the top left, you'll see Ross USA and visit site. Click on that to give you to the site. So here's your website right now. Now, since you're logged into the back end now, you will see a black bar on the very top of your website. The only people who can see this are those who are logged in the back end while on their site. So don't worry about anybody else not seeing this. It's just going to be you guys. So to show you how it works, your website has various elements. You have this is known as a slider, a big picture with some text and some buttons here. As you slide forward, you'll see some text, a highlighter, kind of a headline, some basic text, a button. You have a counter here on the right. Another section. You have a picture in the background, some more text, some icons with text on top, text on bottom, a video element to the left, text on the right, and this is how the website is designed. You have a video element, a text element. You have a background image, text on top, buttons in front. So it's all set up in terms of elements. One thing on the left, one thing on the right, one thing on the top, one thing on the bottom. To show you how it's going to look like, let's take a quick look at how it is. Like here you have our goal to coordinate implement program. So let's say you want to change something on this front page. You find that your analytics says that this is not quite hitting as well as you want in terms of people understanding what your mission is, and you want to change the text here. So you're under our goal, and here's a text, and here's a button. So we're going to go to Edit Page. Edit Page will edit whatever page you are currently on right now. So if I want to edit the mission page, I go to the mission page, and then you click Edit Page. If I want to edit the About Us page, go to the About Us page, and then hit Edit Page. So whatever page you are on at the time, when you hit Edit Page, it will edit that specific page. So we're going to click that page, and it's going to take us to the page. So there it is. There's your slider right here. That's the first thing you see on top. There you go. There's your headline, our goal. There's your text. There's your button. Oh, and there's your counter on the right. So the first thing you'll notice here is that everything is in big boxes. Here's a box right here. Here's another box right here. And you'll see that the boxes are, you can vary them in size. So everything fits inside these containers. And whatever size of container you want, let's say I want to add some more columns. I'm going to click on a column, and you'll see that you can add something that takes the whole page, something that breaks into 2 pieces or 3 pieces or 4 pieces, whatever layout you want. So let's say I want a 2 piece by 2 piece. So I click on that, and boom, I've got now 2 boxes. You see that? So these are the containers for whatever you want your website to have. Now, if you're going to add something to them, just click on the element that I want to add, and it'll give you options here. You can add charts, a blog, buttons, counters, maps, everything, images. If you want to just put some text, you can just add a text block or a title block. So let's say I want to add title. I'm going to click on title block, and boom, it gives me the title. So I'm gonna put in this is my title. Okay, so this is where I'm going to edit the title. Click on save, and boom, there it is. Now you see there's another element below. So now I can add more and more stuff. Let's say I want to add a paragraph of text here. So I'm going to click on element. I'm going to go to, I want to add some text, just a text box. So I'm going to click on text box, boom, right there, and boom, there's my text box. So text box, text box. So I'm just going to, copy that and go text box. I'm putting a whole lot of text in there. Save it, and there's all the text. If you think, well, I like this text, but it's too skinny. I need it wider. So you can just go over here, click on 1/2. Instead of 1/2, I want to make it 3/4 wide. So now it's wider. Of course, now the other one it's not going to fit now because it's bigger. So I can make that one smaller by let's make that a 1/4 in size. So 3/4 and 1/4 makes a whole. Simple math on that one. So that's how you change things up and down. Say I want to make this a 1/4 in size. So now it's only, it's only, and I can do more. Let's say I like this, but I want more of them. So there's a little button here that says clone column, clone, 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 and boom, 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 boom. So now you've got a bunch of little text boxes. So that's how simple it is to add, remove, and create text. And just to show you what it's going to look like, hit preview. It'll take you to your website. And let's see if, and there it is. You see the text, the titles and the text boxes below it. So that's all there is to in terms of adding or removing things on your website. If you want to, let's go back to that page. Let's get rid of that because we don't want that on your page right now. All you do if you don't want it, just click on where is the X goal? Oh, it looks like I forgot. I didn't save it. Important lesson. I previewed it, but I did not save it. This button here, update, is the button that says save. Save the information you put on there. So you see, if I didn't hit save, so when I actually went back to the old website, it wasn't there because I didn't save it. So preview just shows you what it could look like. Update means actually save the website and fix and make the changes permanent. So that's how simple it is. So this is how you change a page. If you want to, and you can see all the pages here, and here's where all the pages are. Click on all pages, and you can see all your pages in a simple little drop-down place. So if you want to change something on each of the pages, you can just click edit and play with that page. If you want to add images, there's a couple of different ways you can add images. Let's say I'm going to, let's go back to the privacy policy. Okay, I'm going to go to the privacy policy. That's just a bunch of text, and that tends to be kind of boring sometimes. So I want to add text. I want to add an image here. So I can do a couple of ways. Right now this is just a straight line, all up and down, one box, nothing else. So I can just click on Add Media right there, and there's all the pictures that I uploaded for your website. So you just click on whatever picture you want, and then you can select. You want it to be. You want it to be on the left side of the text, in the middle of the page, and the right side of the text. I want to put it on the left side of the text, and now full size. So I'm going to insert it into the page, and boom, there it is. And I can actually, after it's in, I can actually move it. Say I want to make it smaller. I can just grab it, make it smaller. Just kind of like that there. But you know what? I want it on the right. See those little things? Align left, align center, align right. Click on align right. Boom! Now it's on the right side. So and that's as simple as it is to add images. So you can add them that way. You can also let's go back. Let me go back to the home page. Let's go back to your site. Back to your home page here. You can also, again, edit the page, add photos directly into one of these boxes. So it gets an element right here, like here's our mission and our goal. I'm going to go down to element, click on an element, and I want to add an image. So there's an image. Click on image. What kind of image do you want? Upload the image. I want that image. So insert to the page. Is that going to look? It's going to look okay. That's the image I want. Boom, there it is now. So now if I click on save, is going to show. I'll show you. I'll do a preview, but not the save, so you won't change anything. There's that picture. You see that? So that's how easy it is to kind of play around and change things back and forth on your website. Just remember, at the end of everything, click update. That'll change and fix and set in place whatever you want to set in place. Events. You want to add your events. There's an event button right here. Click on events, or on top here as well. Here's the Ross conference that you want. So we can edit that if you want to change something in that conference you have coming up in April. There's a title, Ross conference. Here's the text, all the text that you wanted to add on there. Here's when it starts. The date, time, where it's going to be at. You can show the map or not show the map. Who's going to organize it. And then down here you can choose an image. Choose a featured image, and that'll give an image for the actual event you can add on there too. So again, that's how easy it is as to add an event. If I want to add a new event, click on Add New. You can add your text of what you want, the title, the information about it, when it's going to happen, where it's going to be at, add an image if you want, and click Publish. Publish is the same thing as save. So this is how simple it is. Your donation tab. Donations are a way to receive. We've set you up for donations. You can actually play with the donation settings called Seamless Donation. This is the plugin that allows you to receive donations right now on your site. If you click on seamless donations, you'll see, the donations you're receiving, the donors you have, the funds, the form options. If you want to change something on the form, you can change, the display levels of how much you're allowing to receive. You can change your own levels if you want. US dollars will change it to a different kind of monetary value. Whole bunch of options if you want people to be able to have the option of repeating. If you want them to be able to say, I want to donate and I want to do it for every month, then you can select an option to allow them to donate every single month automatically, which is great. If you want people to say, if you want to make your donation on behalf of a loved one, there you go. If you have a company that wants to donate on behalf of, you can add that too. So you can show a lot of these options that people can select for when they're donating. And again, you can change all the settings. All these things that you have here. Here's your settings for it. And again, this is the email. Right now is my email here. I've been using it to test your systems here. Make sure that you add your email here and get rid of mine. That way, any donations that come in, you get noticed on. So just go to Settings, Donations, and change it to your email that you want to use. Again, you can change that anytime you want. Another important thing you want to know about is on the very top over here, you'll actually see every once in a while, you'll see a couple of little arrows with a number next to them, like that 0 right there. But they'll have a number. What happens is technology keeps improving. WordPress, plugins basically, and just for that, plugins right here is what adds functionality to your website. I've got a way to back up your website, to block spam, to contact you, to run your donation systems right there. So there's a whole lot of stuff that you can use here, and you can add a lot more functionality. You can add chat systems, social media integration, everything you want, and most of them are free. You can actually look for, let's say I want to look for a new plugin, and I want to look for social media integration, and you'll see, boom, a whole bunch of little social media integration options. Social login allows users to log in, register when common with 40+ social networks. This could be a cool thing for you guys later on. If you like it, click on Install Now. It'll install, and then it'll pop up here, and you can go in and check the settings on it and play it, and it'll automatically be working. That's a great thing. You can add tons of functionality, and it automatically works for you. All the ones that show up here are free. Some of them will have some premium options that you can upgrade to, but all these are free. There's paid ones that'll give you more functionality that you can buy online, but for the most part, all these will give you just about any kind of functionality you need. If you want to have a chat system, if you want people to be able to contact you, one way or the other, if you want a whole bunch of stuff, you want to add, galleries. Let's show you, let's see what the popular ones are. Yoast SEO. If you want to have better control of your SEO, that's a great one to use. WooCommerce. If you want to start selling stuff on your website, you can use this to do that. WordPress security. I've got a backup card right now. Security is good to have. That way you can protect your site from hackers. Another thing I want you to make sure you remember is backups. Keep your site backed up. The easiest way is to talk to Koalo. In this case, I think you're with them, and have them do a backup of your site. Every so often, every week, every day, whatever, depending on how often you guys change your site. That way, if you get hacked or something goes wrong with the code and your website goes down, you have a backup. And it's really easy. Just click a restore button, and boom, your site is back up again from a backup. So make sure you have backups. There's a way to do that right here. Click backups, and you can set it up. You can do backup right there, and boom. And you can download the backup to your computer, so you have it available away from the system. So there's lots of ways to do this kind of stuff out there. In the dashboard, you're going to see any kind of updates. You'll see the saying, we need to update now. Right now, you're using a theme called Avada. Basically, this is kind of the overall look of your website. Avada, if you go to Theme Options, this will give you the overall look and feel of your website. If you want your website to be full screen or just a box, if you want to be very, very wide, and you can change everything here. The colors of your website. Right now you got a basic color. You're going to change the whole color scheme of your website. If you want to change the way your titles are displayed right now, this is the way you display now. If you wanna add this look or this look or this look, it's as simple as click a button and boom, your website now has a whole new look to it. If you want, if you're going to change playing with the menus, you can do that as well. If you want to change your logo or anything with your logo, click on the logo button, and there's your logo right there, your default logo. If you want to change it, you click on remove, upload the new logo, and save it, and boom, your new logo appears automatically exactly in the right place. So it's all very simple and easy to use. Typography, if you want to change the font sizes, the font colors of your website, this is your defaults for the site. If you want to add a blog, you can do that right here. If you want to add your social media, because it has already built-in social media. So if you want to add your different accounts, Google, Facebook, and you can add a whole bunch more on there. You can add those, and it'll automatically put them on your website. And so it's very easy to do all this kind of stuff on there. Contact form. If you want to change how people look at your contact and contact you, you can change all this kind of stuff as well. So very, very easy to play around with a whole bunch of different things. One thing I would definitely suggest is that you set up a Google Analytics account. Let me know if you need help with that. That'll keep track of traffic that's going into your website. You want to make sure that you know who's coming to your website, what pages they're going to, and why. The more information you understand about who your customers are, why they're there, the better you're going to be at helping to meet their needs and understand why they like your site, why they don't like your site. If you have analytics, will tell you basically, after a few months of running, you can see, hey, you know what, people are showing up to my front page, but they're not going to this other page that I want them to go to, and you can see how many people are dropping off. So you can see, hey, you know what, this page maybe is not quite set up right. Maybe the call to action is not very clear. Maybe we need to change things. So the more detail and data you have, the better you are at being able to adapt your website to the needs of your clients and the people who are looking at your site. So that's pretty much it. This is very, there's of course there's a lot more stuff you can do with this technology, but that right there is enough to get you guys going, to be able to add any information. If you want to add, like more pages, click on page, add a new page, and boom, you can add a new page, and it'll automatically load up to your menu. Again, if you have any questions, let us know. We can offer very cheap pricing for continuing maintenance of your website if you need someone to keep it up, because you definitely want to make sure your site keeps being updated, keeps being fixed up, because things change all the time. Security changes, people find that hackers have discovered new loopholes. You have to make sure you keep your site up to date, all that kind of fun stuff. So that's a quick update of how your website works in the back. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm always here to help for you guys. Again, if you want to look into the Google AdWords grant, that'll be a fantastic thing for you guys. That's $120,000 a year of free advertising to help promote your programs and what you guys do. Let me know. I think you guys send me an email about that now. I'll take a look at that. So I hope this helped you guys out. Again, any questions, let me know. There's a ton of tutorials online also for how to use WordPress. But again, it's very simple, as you can see. Just really click on a page, add the stuff. Boom. That's as simple as it is. Click on the page that you want to fix. Fix whatever you want by clicking on those elements, and you're done. So again, it's not a complicated thing. Just stick with what you have here. Do not play with the default editor, because that'll make it much easier, much harder for you to do. Like here, if you want to change somebody's picture or face, there's all your About Us people. If you want to change the person's photo to a new photo, here's how you change their name, their title, their description. There's their picture. Remove the picture and add a new one, and boom, you got a new one. Save it, and you got a new picture. And that's and if you want to move it, let's say I want to move this guy before this guy, you literally just grab it and move it over, and boom, it's in a new place. So it's pretty easy to do this kind of stuff. You just drag it and drop it where you want to put it. So that's all there is to it. And again, if you want to add titles with the back, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do. Again, and it's all very intuitive. What you see here, this person, that person, is what you're going to see on the website once it's finished. And that's it. So any questions, let me know. Thank you guys for letting us help your organization out. We're always excited about helping nonprofits. Please tell any of your nonprofit friends about us so we can help them out. Sorry we took a little longer than normal in getting your site ready, but looks great. And all the success for you guys and the great mission that you guys do. Talk to you soon.